Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to some highlights from the Race of Champions. We're up to the semi-finals now, so just 4 drivers left, 2 matchups to choose from for the battle of the round. Unfortunately, one of them had minimal footage, so this was basically the only choice for that. I go deep into turn 1, and my opponent Kart Dude comes through in his Manor. So the battle of the round between Kart Dude from Tasmania and myself from Victoria. 2 Australians here. Oh, he went deep there in sympathy for my turn 1 mistake. The rear end slips out from the Manor as well. Couldn't get past though. So this should be a good battle. We're at Bahrain, of course, for this first round. Best of 3, remember. So the loser here goes into sudden death for the second round. And the third round it will be required if it's 1-1 after the first 2. Into this lovely left hand. A lot of people don't like that corner. One of my favourites in the calendar. We've got pretty even exits, to be honest, and there won't be a move on down here. Too far back, and the slipstream is not favouring me here. Could be concluded that he's running less wing than me. Difficult to say at this stage though. Towards the final sector, oh, a bit of lag. That's not what we want to see. Hopefully that doesn't cause any carnage like it did in the previous round in the battle between HSV and myself. Massive lag there, especially in Brazil. Caused us to restart at one of the races, of course. Very close, and he goes defensive into the last turn. We're very close. There could be a move on here for the lead. Although we might have to pop back into the slipstream. Too close though to actually do that. I can't go back to the left for fear of making contact. We're actually drawing alongside with the side draft and down the inside into this braking zone, leaving some space around the outside. And he's still there. I have massive momentum though. There's actually contact there with the diffuser. Thankfully, neither of us spin out. Still slightly alongside. Go for an out-braking manoeuvre. Once again, not going to crash into him, leave some space. We're side by side. He's got his nose slightly in front. Around the outside, great move by Kart Dude. I can't get the momentum back through the next corner either. So he remains in the lead. We know we're strong enough to make a move here, and he's all out defence. This is a great battle. Entirely possible I could get past in one of these corners if he makes a slight error. And he's placing his car really well. Once again with the defensive line there. Can I get a better exit? Yeah, it looks like it. There could be a move on here into the final corner. Once again he goes defensive to the inside. Who's going to be on the brakes later? Pretty even. Oh, that might be the mistake I needed. He lost the rear coming out of that final corner, gave me some space around the outside. You saw him in the slipstream there, but there was a tiny bit of lag, and that may have cost him getting back past. DRS will be enabled though, for that run between the 2 left-handers in the middle sector. So this is not open by a long shot, and of course you've seen how easy it is to make a move into the last corner. So we'll have to make sure we keep this Ferrari as wide as possible to keep that Manor behind, and put ourselves 1-0 up against Kart Dude in this battle to fight whoever wins out of Zenith and Mystic Joker in the other semi-final. Through there, and it looks like we're maintaining the lead quite well. He's definitely within DRS though, so this is the key point. We've gone past the detection zone and the activation point is right there. How close is he? We've got 1 detection arrow. Not very close, although he's closing in. Goes for a move. Oh, he's a bit too far back for that to work, but he did try it. And now he's probably only got 1 more opportunity. Look in the left mirror there, he's really close. He's trying it around the outside. If he can get a good run here, he might have a go into the last turn. Looks like he's a bit far back though. This might be all done. He goes for it, but no, he realises he's a bit too far back, and Kart Dude succumbs in what was a fantastic battle for this one at Bahrain. Great track to race at. So it's 1-0 to Jacko. The second round is in Hockenheim. Massive wheel spin for the Ferrari of Kart Dude. We've swapped. He's in the Ferrari now. I was in the Ferrari the previous race. I'm in the Toro Rosso, and hopefully we can make this 2-0 so there's no worries and we don't have to fight in a sudden death round in Abu Dhabi, which is the track that was drawn. There's a possibility I could get past into the next braking zone. It's a long run. Even without DRS, a good slipstream here could see us drawing alongside. Indeed we do. Very even timing on the brakes, slightly favouring me. A bit of contact there. It was quite awkward given the lines we were taking. He's still side by side with us. We have to leave some space here. We were flat out through there, side by side. Down the inside he comes. We are P2. No contact. Still side by side. Can't quite go flat through here like we would if there was no car next to us. And he maintains the lead with some great side by side action there. Into the stadium we go. No real opportunities here. Although I do go down the inside, and unbelievably it looks like I've pulled it off. On top of that, Kart dude goes a bit wide, and as you can see on the map, we've actually drawn quite a good gap, and that might be the end of the battle. And in fact, as we round the final corner, you can see the gap only grew, and from then on, after that overtake, it was fairly elementary, and that would be Kart dude out of the competition. Great showing though, gotta say, making it through to the final four, and certainly an epic battle in Bahrain. We decided, however, to do a third and final round here, unofficially of course, to see what would have happened if we had to go to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Murph joined us because he was our spectator, and we had some interesting side-by-side action there. A bit of lag, that must be said. This was during the period where the patch caused some crazy lag. Heading into the braking zone here, you can see the arrow is pulling out alongside us. Kart dude goes down the inside in the Ferrari. We fight back around the outside at the next turn though. Fantastic racing. Now cutting a lap later, it's lap 2. And down the inside, we're leaving some space. Oh, we've gone far too deep. Kart dude's going to get his Ferrari alongside. I cut the corner to avoid him. Get a good run out of it though. Back down the inside, he'll get better traction. He maintains the lead after what was a great pass into the triple chicane. Now upon my shoulders to get back past the Ferrari. We take a slightly better line through there, but it was defensive from him, and of course there's nowhere really to get through here. Just about avoided him there, going wide myself. And I get around the outside here. This would be optimistic to say the least. Bit of contact, bit of lag. Thankfully neither of us turn around. But look how close we are. Oh, out of nowhere goes for the move. Perhaps wasn't the wisest, but it looked pretty cool at the time. We will have the DRS to use here though. About now, it opens up. We're quite far back. It's pulling us closer and closer. We go for a move down here. No, we'll use the second DRS straight and set up through this chicane. Oh no, couldn't quite get the exit. Launched the car off the curb. Although we're still within reach. He's trying to break the toe. Heading down towards the triple chicane where he made the overtake last lap. Not close enough at this stage. There are still some corners left where we could make an unexpected move. There was some contact there as he goes very slow through there. Obviously he's entitled to. Not many places left. That was perhaps a good opportunity if I was closer. He's still going defensive. I smack a bollard out of the way. We all know about my troubles with bollards at this track from a couple of years ago. Once again looking towards the outside. There's nowhere really to go. And around the outside once more. No, he's defended it perfectly. Kart dude will pick up a bonus victory there. 2-1 I guess, but 2-0 officially. Either way, fantastic battle with him. See you guys next time for the next video.